Hey guys, hope you're having a great weekend. Welcome back to the main track. I've got a little bit of a bonus episode for you here. It's going to be really quick. I'm not even going to get prettied up and be on camera. I'm just going to show you some quick tips here on how I got some settings changed on these locomotives. A few days ago, I made a brand new post showing you my MKT GP38-2s from Athearn Genesis. I love these locomotives, but I mentioned there was a couple of issues that came with my number 313 right here. Specifically with the CV values for the strobe light on top. Now I had showed you how the manufacturer programmed that incorrectly to have a flash that was similar to a rotary beacon. However, Katie had strobe lights for their beacons, and so I had to do a little bit of a trial and error to figure out how to fix that. A lot of guys have been asking me what's the secret recipe to fixing that beacon on top, and I thought I would just show you right now what I was able to figure out, and so you can make those changes to your own settings and get that beacon on top how it should be. Now the DCC system I use here in my layout is NCE Power Cab. However, the settings I show you today are going to be applicable no matter what controller you use or what system you have. That's because these are CV settings that are specific to the Tsunami 2 decoder, which is in these locomotives. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is go into our CV settings so we can get those changed. This is what my controller looks like right here. And this requires me to do using a program track, and this brings me into my settings here. So I'm going to go to my CVs right there. It's going to be number 2. And what we're going to need to do for our CV number is 53. That is the control for the FX5 configuration. It's kind of interesting because in most decoders it's function 5 to get to the strobe light to turn that off and on, but on this particular locomotive I had to use function 6 to turn that on. So go ahead and put in CV number 53, and the value for that is going to be number 5. Number 5 is the value to change that strobe style. But the second step of this includes going to CV value number 59, and that is the rate of flash of that strobe lights. And you see I had that set to number 3 right there. That's a pretty quick flash rate, and that is to match what the Katie had on its locomotives. Looking back on videos I have, number 3 seems pretty close to what my eye is catching. You may prefer to go to number 2, which is even quicker, or number 4, a little bit slower. All right, so we have both steps done. We're going to go ahead and back out of our programming now and have that locomotive fire up. So there you go, a pretty quick and easy fix, not too complicated. I wanted to pass that on to you for you guys that have purchased these new Athearn Genesis MKT GP38-2s. All right, we'll see you next time right here on the main track. Have an awesome week, guys.